Okay, apparently I'm live. But I don't have a game. Okay. Well, yes. Yeah, I can see me there. Okay, good. Still don't have a game. Where's my game? Turn you off. Let's turn you off. You're not the right game. Let's turn you on. And there it is. Yay. Oh, but it's the old format. Hang on a tick. Let me fix that. If I actually have any viewers, how are you? Hopefully you're good. I don't know if I have any viewers today. We shall see. It's been a while since I ran Railroader. I have actually got this thing set to make the screen bigger, but it's not. Oh well, that's fine. We'll just leave it the way it is. It's all good. Alright, time to play. Just been watching Matt's stream. Quite like watching Matt's stream. Right, what time is it? It's 6:52, so we appear to have spawned a blue car. It's a blue one before. We appear to have spawned at the interchange. And there's a bit of stuff here. Bit of stuff. Where's it all going? Alarka? Ooh, there's a lot going to Alarka, isn't there? A bit going to Bryson. Going to Nantala, that's further. Lots for stuff for the middle at Whittier. I spent a bit of time the other day cleaning this up. Hello, Uberk and Maverick. I do have a viewer. Lovely to know, and welcome. Ella House, middle, Dillsborough, Dildo as I often call it, down this end of the line. I might buy the new classification yard, actually. It looks like it's a bit better set up than it has been sometimes, so the bug fix seems to be good. Because I had it set up so everything's supposed to be blocked to where it's going, not necessarily in the right order for the destination, which is fine, but at least blocked, and it wasn't working, and it seems like it is now. Ooh. Union Lumber Company. I don't even know where you are, but you're purple, so you must be at the other end. Okay, good. Well, if we teleport up the road, what's that? Oh, yeah, silver. Sorry. If we teleport up the road to Dildo, a little bit past Dildo, in fact, you'll see I have a few locomotives waiting up here. Hello, John Hudson T, Uberk, and Maverick. So we've got 1 or 2 locomotives here. Just 1 or 2. So Throbber, the big pink beastie, as you may remember. I think we might get Throbber going, actually. Let's get you out of here and get you heading down that way. Better set some points, though, or it's going to crash. Because Throbber can pull the biggest load, and you'll just get him going to the other end of the line. Actually, you know what we probably should do? Screw it, we'll do this. It's fine. Rails of Illinois, hello. Let's get Throbby on the way. Let's get rid of that. Do you want to get rid of that? C signed up. Thank you, C. Welcome. That reminds me, I forgot to renew my sub with Matt, and he's live. I should do it. Let's get some trains moving. Robbie. Go, Robbie. Okay, brakes off. Independent off. Do I really want to drive you a manual? No, I don't really. I want to drive you an AI. Let's get you out of here slowly. Forgot you were noisy. I haven't used Throbber for, what, 3 months? I did use the one labelled PAX 2 quite a bit to tidy up last night. Well, not last night, but a couple of nights ago. Let's get the doors open. because they'll be coming out soon too. General 1 and General 2. The steam engine firing yesterday was pretty much a non-event. I hurt my arm the day before. Still don't know what I've done to it, but I can't really lift it up very high without it hurting a lot. And I lit the engines up. I was supposed to have a trainee, which I had discussed with my railway brethren, and they said, yep, you'll have a trainee, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. And he didn't show up, which was a little annoying. All right, Throbber, you can get out of here now. Now, let's get General 1 and 2 on the way. Actually, I want to get Little Packs 2 on the way, because, do I? Yeah, I want to send Packs 2. Just thinking this through. How much is the new yard? Just thinking this through. Wrong button. Wrong button. But, no, trainee didn't show, so one of our other guys who was there on shed fired for me to Gembrook, but he felt poorly on the way, so he pulled out at Gembrook, and my driver very kindly said, you drive and I'll fire. And I thought, beauty. I did fly down the hill to Cockatoo, and then I took the loco over from there. They don't let greenies, as in not experienced, drive down the big hill out of Gembrook. It's just too easy to go badly wrong. But I drove the rest of the way back to Belgrave. He was only going to get me to drive to Lakeside, and he just went, you're doing all right, just keep going. So, greatly enjoyed that. Dillsborough Depot, Dillsborough Freight House, Dillsborough Yard. There's a new yard somewhere that I haven't bought. Milestones. Dillsborough Yard. Build a 3-track yard just west of Dillsborough. And what I was thinking, I could use this to classify stuff. Wah! I fell out of the world. Alright, where's my new yard? I want to see it. Where is it? You're not my new yard. But you have called my attention to you at an opportune time because you're nearly there and you're going to crash into stuff soon. So let's stick with you for the moment. Because I can look at my new yard this way. Look at that. That's my new yard. Now, the idea of having the new yard, I was thinking about this the other day, and I thought I should buy it. Because what you do is you drag everything out of this yard up here that's a bit hard to use and doesn't have a lot of tracks, and pull it up to Dildo, where you can do proper classification, and then you can assign your locos and everything up there. And because it's nearly flat, Throbber could probably take the whole lot up there. Rail says PTC doesn't work well with steam locomotives. Oh. That stream just finished. That's sad. I had it running on mute in the background. Actually, you could hear him for a little while when I was at the start of the stream. I think that went out. PTC doesn't work well with steam locos as the boiler can actually melt the wiring due to how hot they are. Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess. You could put everything in a cool spot, though. You know, I thought Throbber was almost there, but he's only really just coming into silver, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's only just coming into silver. Well, we're not going to watch you go all the way through silver. That's boring. Let's go back up here and inspect our new yard. New shiny yard. Now, it would be a nightmare yard to operate in reality because it's on a curve. Now, which one's the main line going through it? I suppose that one there, but that's on points. Oh, look, it's duplicated the track all the way down to here. Ooh, there's a new runaround spot. I like. I like. So how's everybody doing anyway? What games are you playing? Let me know. What are you looking forward to? This yard's cool. This is big. Okay, that was worth the $4,000 almost. Maverick says, hi, Rasmus, what's up? Maverick, Maverick, how good the TSG BR101 look? Well, it looks exactly the same. But it sounds and operates remarkably differently. I haven't actually decided whether I'm going to... Are you playing Flight Sim, Maverick? I haven't actually decided if I'm going to stream the 101. It is a TSG locomotive. Yeah, it's not Dovetail. Dovetail is only the publisher. That makes it sound pretty small. Alright, so I don't need to take locos down the bottom because Throbber's going to bring everything up here into this magic new yard. So let's set the points for the magic new yard. And which track are we going to use? Let's go forwards. Let's just fill the outside track first. So we'll just bring everything up into here. How long is it? Is it going to take everything? No, probably not. Set that and set that one. So Throbber can get out. We'll bring everything up here and we'll just sort it all out so we can have some fun with it. All right, now back into the map. In fact, let's just, can I just jump to Throbber? I can. Just in time for it to yell at us. Oh, that's still there. Okay. You don't need to go back yet, but you are almost empty, so you will at the end of the day. TSG is not one person, Maverick. There's, I won't reveal their names because I don't think they've ever said who they are, but there's five involved, including a real driver. Oh, that's new. There's a new road turned up here. The worlds are changing. Well, look, what a surprise. Stuff that wants to go to the interchange with one that doesn't want to go to the interchange buried in the middle. That's okay. In fact, while we're here, how are we going with our logs and shit? Okay, so that stuff's going to need to get dragged up there. Not yet, though. They're still unloading stuff. Assume they actually are in the siding. Are they? Oh, those last ones might not be. That one's fine. But that one might not be considered by the game to actually be in the siding. So I have to keep an eye on that, see if it unloads it or not. And there's another one tucked in over there that wants to go to the interchange. This business, I don't know what they do. They never seem to actually unload anything. Oh, look, there's a little handbrake icon on them now. That's nice. The game's had a few changes since last time I played it, which is cool. I will... Catching up again. Well, you can't say TSG in a nutshell. They've released other stuff that was the same price as everything else. Psych, hello. I will eat you says, I wonder why the price for the 101 Expert is very high, because it cost a lot of money to develop it. Took a year. A year for 4 people. So basically, if you multiply that out, let's just assume, let's get it really simple. Let's assume, and this is just wrong, but let's assume everybody earns $100,000 in whatever your local currency is. And you multiply that by 4, I actually think it's 5, so you multiply it by 5, that's $500,000. So you have to recoup that. You have to get that money back. So that's what sets the price for things. It's a little bit different with smaller developers like TSG, similar to Smokebox and the New Zealand Train Sim mob. They don't necessarily do it for their primary living. Their primary living is generally a real job. And they, I shouldn't say it's not a real job. Game development is, of course, a real job, but it's not their primary job and not their primary way of earning income. So they can then recoup things less and hopefully only make their money back. When is Railroader set? In the steam to diesel transition era, which is why we've got a diesel on a steam railway, because we can. Yeah, so I don't think they explicitly say when it's set, but sometime mid to late 1940s up to probably the 1960s would be a fair bet, for depending on where it is. All right, so we don't need to worry about sorting this stuff out too much, so I'm just going to go a couple up to one rake and drag it up to the other yard, where we've got more room to play. So I don't care which rake it takes. So we'll just see how the points are set. He's approaching somebody. He's going to go down that side road, isn't he? That's fine. Alrighty. So we better transfer over to yard. And yeah, you just keep going 10 cars, sunshine. Throbber is still throbbing. I have yet to grow a throbette because there's not enough money. There's lots of new locomotives in Railroader, in fact, and there's quite exciting developments. There are now third-party locomotives in Railroader, which is pretty cool. Alright, Throbber, that'll do you. Now, what's got handbrakes on? Just got to run down the train and see what's got handbrakes on. Now, I wish that the actual... Oops. There's one with a handbrake. Okay, it's not even a complete train. Well, hey, that's handy. Let's push it through and get the rest of that. Let's go through 2 cars. Sounds good. John Hudson T said transition era steam to diesel. Absolutely, yes. Rail says it's a Chicago and Illinois Midland 462 Pacific class. Yeah, that's one of them. There's also a, I'd call it a mallet, but Americans tend to call them Malays, which is funny because they're not French. But, yeah, lots of stuff for Alarka. Alarka. Bit of coal, a few empty coal cars. Do any of those have handbrakes on? No, so we'll be sorting all of this stuff out. Ella House. That's got a handbrake on, so let's take that off. And you've got a handbrake on. I have noticed it puts on more handbrakes since the update. Alright, now let's drag you up to the other yard for sorting. Oh, we didn't put through that air. What a donkey. It won't be able to go. There's a flare there too. Let's get rid of that. Can you actually move that without me putting through the air? Well, fair enough. You just go right ahead. It's not as though you're going anywhere steep. That'll be fine. It'll be perfectly safe, honest. Half the train not braked. It'll be fine. There are no issues at all. Now, Throbber can probably take more than this up there. But there's this wonderful new concept of damage. So previously I would have just hooked Throbber up to this entire train knowing it was 500% overloaded, and I would have dragged it to everywhere it needs to go. But no, they've thought of people like me and they've gone, well, no, that will hurt your train. So if you have a look on the trains now, they have a condition. They did have that before, but nothing much ever happened unless you derailed it. It didn't really hurt them very much. But now you lose condition as you use the train every day. And if you overpull or overload the train, then it will go crazy. Just catching up with chatties. C says, I understand it took 12 months to produce and many hours and hard work has gone into respectively the price now. Yeah, look, it's not cheap, okay? I'm not going to tell you it's cheap. And if it's something that interests you, then you can always wait for a sale to come along. Ooh, have they actually made the bright white elevator thing concrete coloured? I think they have. Cool. Thanks, Maverick. C says, I believe it was a weekend kind of project. Yeah, weekends, nights, weekdays. Yeah, whenever they could, I think. So it did take a little while. That's okay. But, you know, if it's something that interests you, just wait for a sale to come along. Just curious, Maverick. Not confirming or denying TSW5. Let's be real categorical about that. Why would it bother you if there was another version? So let's to keep this simple, let's just take a step back to about 12 months ago when TSW4 was announced. Why would it actually bother you that there's another version of the game? I'm curious. They really have done some work on this, haven't they? It still hasn't got the windows in it yet, but it's not the same bare, bland, bright, white concrete thing. It still doesn't touch the ground. But, yeah, they've been doing some work. That's cool. Rail says, I've heard some routes took like 10 years to make for a specific game. Some games are in development for a ridiculous amount of time. Not necessarily those train sim ones. I know Sandpatch Grade, which was the first version of the game as well, did take about 4 years. So it's quite an investment. Because you have to fund your development team for that entire time with capital that you've raised from some good-natured investor that's thinking they're going to get their money back. Yeah, well, that's fine that you buy it when it's on sale. It's perfectly fine. And I think the way one of the devs puts it, wait till the sound show's over, but the way one of the Americans and their whistling, one of the devs puts it is, you know, if you like the thing and the price is right for you, then you buy it. And if you don't, if the price isn't right for you, then you don't buy it. And either of those things is cool. I think they might have done some scenery work too. It all looks a little bit different. Rail says, let steam and diesels cook. Psych wonders if DTG pay by the hour or a flat salary. I'm tipping it's a mixture like most companies. Most companies have salaried people, and people who are brought in by the hour or by the day is more common. Normally pay a daily rate. All of our contractors are daily rates. And then you have consultants. Consultants are generally brought in for a very specific thing, and they're more brought in to advise rather than build. Consultants are usually very expensive too, because they're clever. Maverick is in Colorado. It's a very nice spot, Colorado. If you've never been there, make sure if you have the opportunity to visit the Durango and Silverton. It's a quite amazing railway. It just clings to the side of cliffs. Rail says if you go to Bryson, North Carolina, you'll be able to experience the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad, a 22-mile tourist line formerly owned by the Southern Railway in Norfolk Southern. There's quite a few good operations around. My favourite one in sort of that area of the world is in West Virginia, and that's Cass. The Cass Mountain Railway is amazing. They have mostly Shay locomotives. I think they've got I think they've got 4 climax, but 2 of them run. And I think they've got a mallet as well. From memory. Some nice machines. Most tourist rails have very similar stories, rails of Illinois. So they either get in just in the nick of time, or like, what's it called? Is it called the Great Central? I think it's called the Great Central in the UK. They actually got the track bed just after the tracks had been pulled up, so they spent their first few years putting track down. They missed it by days. But that's life. C says he's excited for a new version. Clear it's a yearly thing and fair play in their business. Yeah, Train Sim World goes in and out of Game Pass quite a bit. It's usually there for about 3 or 4 months at a time, and then it disappears for a couple of months, and then it comes back again. I personally am not a fan of games with DLC ever being in Game Pass, because the problem with it is that people go and buy the DLC, and then the game drops out of Game Pass, and suddenly all their DLC that they've paid for disappears off the Xbox, and they can't play it anymore. So I would prefer games with DLC, just as a general statement, to not actually be in Game Pass. This is going a bit slow. I think you missed your mark a bit there, Throbby. You're blowing your horn after the crossing. But, I Will Eat You says Rush Out 2 sounds like a good idea. So you'd like another big commuter-focused version. There we are. Coming into the new yard. Probably want to slow this down a little bit, because I haven't put any flares or anything up the top there. So we'll take this into the yard and we will cut Throbber off and send Throbber back for the next set. And then the steam locos, we'll use one of them to start pulling this apart and sorting it out the way I want it. Or maybe the way we want it. Syke says as long as there's roots with it, doesn't mind. I think we'll just have to trust that this will fit in the siding so I can stop him when the rear of the train's in. And if it doesn't fit, we'll deal with it with a steam engine. It'll be fine. There's plenty of opportunity for runarounds. The idea is here is as I sort stuff, I will start sending stuff north. With multiple trains. So we're not reliant on running a single train. I will get the passenger train moving though, so as soon as I get Throbber off and send him back down the line. That'll do, Throbber. That'll do. Let's get that ready for the next one. Have you stopped, Throbber? You have stopped. Oh, look at that. The yard is a good length. Throbber hasn't quite stopped yet. Look at that. Still going. Do you know he came the whole way here with the entire train unbraked? Look at that. It's no wonder he's not stopping. He can't. Oh, well. Let's help him out. And I did notice he wasn't actually trying, though. Did you notice Rob's brakes weren't actually applied then? Because they applied when I cut him off. So that's why he wasn't stopping. Not only were his brakes not connected, but he wasn't actually trying to. Bad throbber. What's wrong with you? Keep going. Oh, you're mad at that one. Psych wants to know if anybody likes the movie Deliverance, and will there be... Someone asked about a Halloween route. I didn't see it. Alright, back you go. I'll send you back down the line and get your stuff. Maverick says Colorado is gorgeous in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I imagine it is. I don't play Flight Simulator because my planes crash. So I don't play it because I'm not good at planes. I'm a train person. I stay on the ground. Hello, Michael. Welcome. Oh, Maverick crashed. That's not good. I Will Eat You says TSW4 is in a strange universe. Aliens are apparently real. They probably are. Goblins are probably real. You never know. As well as waving gingerbread and the arm moving, meaning it's alive. There's lots of things move that aren't alive. Plants move. Some of them look like they're alive when they're moving. Yes, focus does appear on the screen when starting TSW4. John Hudson T. They actually own it. They are the owners of DTG these days. Rush Hour 2 would get you back in the game. I reckon you'll get back in the game anyway. Because, you know, FOMO. Alright, you can head on down there. Let's have a bit of a look-see. What have we got? So we've got a couple for Dillsborough. So we can cut those off pretty quickly. Some Ella House, Robinson Coles, halfway along. Alarka's halfway along. They're quite near each other. So what we might do, let's grab one of our big locos. Whoever's lined up with a turntable, that'd be you. It's General 2. That's distinct from General 1. So let's get you trundling on out. Now, are you lined up at this end? You are. Good. Haven't got those points set. Not those ones, though. That'll bring you out, but I want to use these new shiny points. Shiny. And I'll send him back the way Throbber came out. You off the turntable yet? Because as soon as you're off the turntable, we might as well align it for the other one. Do like the new chuff. It's not more, it's not you anymore. Look at me standing there in the grass. Wanker. Can I get onto the controller? How close do I have to be to get onto the turntable controller? I actually have to go in there, maybe. Oh, there we go. And stop. Not quite. It's a bit tedious. I assume it's better if you actually go in there and walk in there. Right, now, General 1. You may make an appearance, sir. You probably want to go backwards, though. It's your time to shine, General 1. We're not going to get you all the way out. We will stop General 1. About there, I think. He's not going to need any water, but let's just stop him there. Whereas you can get out of here and start taking that train up. Because I don't think that's too heavy for General 1 by him, or General 2 by himself. General 1 just ran over a turntable at 15 miles an hour because I had the wrong one selected. That was funny. There are some trees that exhibit more signs of life in that they actually do things when you touch them. All right, let's get you up there. Trying to catch up to the chat. I Will Eat You says Holiday Express is the closest thing we've got to a model route for Transcend World. That's quite possible. Now let's not overload General 1, so let's just... I won't cut the couplings yet, but that's where we'll break that. I Will Eat You asks, what's your thoughts on Pokemon or Digimon? On my fridge, there's a Pikachu. And in fact, at work, my avatar in Jira is Mewtwo. Because I'm reasonable, but I will kill everybody. So that should answer your question. Digimon I've never really gotten into. Never felt the need. I think you answered your own question there, Maverick. I don't even look at leaks, to be honest. Just don't care. Because all of that really poor behaviour has had a very unfortunate consequence. So, you know, whoever it was that was responsible, whether it was a person or several persons, has done the entire community a huge disservice. Better put you in yard mode. You're not going to go anywhere, are you? Oh, let's just say 10. You can go smack into it nice and hard. Someone made a Pikachu livery on the 72 stock. Yes, they did. And in fact, in one of my reveal streams for a route, you did actually see the Pikachu train on some other trackage just appear there. I thought, okay. That's kind of cool. I think they've fixed how that works. That's nice. Now, hopefully this isn't too much, because most of these cars are actually empty, so it should be fine, I think. And you'll notice I still don't run with caboose or guards fans. Now, somewhere up here, we've got some brakes that aren't hooked up. Up there. There they are. Lock. Click. And there's a handbrake on that first car. Very good. Just the way it should be. Alright, you. Piss off. Time to go. Now, you got a long way to go. Just before you run away, you've got lots of coal, lots of water. Lovely. So it might be better down here. I like these new messages that turn up and just really slowly fade away. Sykes says, as Reagan would say, trust but verify. Reagan was an interesting character, actually. A lot of people said Reagan was kind of dumb, but I actually think he was a very, very smart person. I think he, very, very intelligent. I should move me, because you can't see the, thing. There we go. And I still don't get why it's not rescaling it. Because it's meant to be. But it's not. You got that black bar at the bottom. Sorry about the black bar at the bottom. Alright, he's out of here. I'll just throw that over again, because that's the one Throbber's going to come back into in a moment. Speaking of Throbber, where is Throbber? Because, you know, there's nothing stopping Throbber from going to the end of the universe at the moment, is there? Better go have a look. Oh, perfect timing. Look at that, because Throbber's heading for the end of the universe. In fact, since you're down there, Throbber, you could always just push that train up. It's not very prototypical, but what the hell, we'll let you do it. Why not? Since you're down this end, in the interest of saving time, and Maverick, I have to say, for someone who's not interested in playing the game anymore, you have a remarkable degree of interest in it. So, it's, you know, which is it? Are you going to play? Or are you not going to play? Are you interested? Are you not interested? You need to think about that. I don't care what your answer is. Well, I do. But I don't. I care because you're a human, not because I actually care what the answer is. So, but you need to think about it. What do you want to do? Do you want to be part of the community or not? It's pretty simple. Catching up. Yeah, there was a talent 2 in London Overground. I think I used it on a stream. Risky rail operations. Bad Throbber. Yes. So was that 5 cars, you reckon? I worry about your sense of measurement there, Throbber. Because I think if you think that was 5 cars long, then something else of yours is probably very short. And we've got these little flat cars. Do they have anything on them? No, empty, empty, empty. Why are we taking empty cars to Alarka Junction? What are they for? I'm confused. There's no industry there. That's okay. That's fine. Really? Hang on. Alright. Come on. See, that looks like 1 car, right? So there's a car behind it. So that's 1 car. So let's try this. 1. Let's see if it couples up. Oh, maybe it's going to. Because we're watching. Trying to capture. It did couple up. Look at that. I like the new whistle codes. I'm appreciating this. Come on. Let me click the glad heads, though. Oh, you're trying to move still, aren't you? Bad Throbber. Stop it. Now, I can't click the glad hands. Does that mean it didn't actually couple? I bet you it did. Yeah, let's come off for half. Can you move? Yeah, it didn't actually couple. Tosser. Alright. Come back for 1. I'll catch up with Chad eventually, when we get some trains moving. Right, now that'll be properly coupled. Yes, lovely. Alright, now what have we got in the handbrake department up here? Empty. A lot of stuff that's empty today. Empty, 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 empty. Why are we taking all this stuff that's empty everywhere? Empty, empty, empty. Oh, that's got stuff in it. That's for the furniture place. Oil. You know, we've got a bit of stuff happening up here. I'm just assuming all this stuff's connected together. All right. Go, Throbber. Go. Is there another handbrake on there? There is too. Alrighty. Get it moving, Throbby. Now, while he's doing that, we've got... It's General 2 that's on the road, isn't it? Let's just see how you're going, and then we'll go and deal with the passenger train. You look like you're succeeding. I know I'm only running at 20 mile an hour when I could be running them at 30. But this train is just a touch heavy, 1167 tons. It's within the capacity of this locomotive, but running it at 20 will be more economical. And still have an adequate draft. Alright, let us go to Bryson. Because we need to do something about our passengers traffic. Otherwise, they will get narky. To appear inside the roundhouse. The roundhouse. Let's get rid of you. Don't need you anymore. This yard looks different too. There's more stuff. Okay. We want... What are you? You packs 1 or packs 2? You're packs 1. You're the big packs. We're going to do something different with packs 1 and packs 2 today. Something a little bit different. I should send packs 2 up here. I'll send packs 2 up here on a train, though. Make it do something good. And we want you to go forwards, and we want you to go slowly. And the turntable is aligned, which is fine. Do you need coal and water, or did I do that to you before when I was supposed to? You've got plenty of both. As soon as you're off the turntable, I'll give you some beans. Near enough. Beans time. And let's set this one. And this one. Passenger, where are we going to go? We might as well go that way first, eh? Nantala, Almond, Alarka, Hemingway. We are going to clunk, apply, clunk. Like that. Clunk, apply, clunk. That sums it up really well, doesn't it? Go into yard mode, and you can come forward 10 cars. Oh, let's try and catch up on chat a little bit, because, you know, I've not been very good at it today. Wow, you lot are chatting a lot. Alright, I give up trying to catch up on chat. And that will, of course, recouple that car out uncoupled, because PAX 2 whacked it. But I need to pull these apart before I do something. Or reverse half a car. Because we're going to do something a little bit different with our passenger train. than what we've done before. Did you not couple up, you bastard? Oh, what? How did you do that? Well, you know what? You can just push against your own air pump. Just push really hard. Right, that sounds like it coupled. Now let's go back and uncouple this one again. Yeah, because it did in fact couple. Alright, let's go back half a car. Go on. Go on. You can do it. Do you have a handbrake on? You do have a handbrake on. You sneaky thing. Woo 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 to you too. Hey, they're new, aren't they? Those buildings? They weren't there before. Cool. Alright, that's as far as you go. So now we want to copy that to coupled cars. And we'll just leave you doing your thing. That number's, it is going down. So we've got 5 people going to Nantahala. And 1 person going to Nantahala. Maybe I should have run this the other way round. Ah, that's all right. He'll be back soon enough. All right, you can get out of here. Set some points though. I think I used the center yard last time I came out of here, and if I didn't, it'll stop, so it'll be fine. That's so economical, taking 6 people in 2 cars. Should have done it the other way around, but that's fine. And you can just stay there. And I think we want to come up here and make sure this train comes into 2 road, not 1 road. Not that the roads are actually numbered in this game, but I really wish they were. Okay, now how are we going with Throbby? Throbby's still doing 20 mile an hour. Where are you, Throbby? Hope you haven't gone past. Where are you on the map? Ah, you're nearly there. Good. Okay, that's fine. Got back to Throbby just in time. Chatting. To skip over a lot of it because I'll just bring you back to it. Uberk says quality is good, but what will come, yes. Trees in this game look like they're alive. They are very good trees in this game. And trees technically are alive, yes. They have feelings and make great lovers, says Psych. I think Greta thinks that. I'll just burn them in steam engines. Maverick asked, what are the specs of your PC? It's an i9-14900K with a MSI motherboard of some kind. It's liquid cooled and a 4080. It's the MSI Supreme X, which has actually got 2 GPUs, one for running the stream and one for running the game. It's a particularly good kind of GPU for this kind of workload. Actually, I shouldn't say it's got 2 GPUs. It's just got multiple cores, and it uses the multiple cores independently. Psych asks, well, hang on, before I get to there, Oilicha says maybe Dovetail should update the Jubilee and 8F for livery designer to colour the wheels. That would be good. Oh, so you can put faces on it. There's a mod that puts faces on them, I'm pretty sure I've seen. I think I've seen that. Psych says, how far are you from that Pine Gap place? I don't actually know. Let's find out. I think it's a very long way, because I think that's in Northern Territory. What do depends which one it is, I suppose. But I think it's Pine Gap, Northern Territory, and that's official entry only. Joint Defence Facility, that's the one. Okay, directions. Someone's going to go, why is he looking for directions to Pine Gap? What's he planning? According to Googly Maps, it's 2,305 kilometres, and it would take 24 hours of driving time to get there. So there you go. Does that help? All right, we are coming into the yard at Dildo. Hopefully we're going into the road next to these. This is going to get messy. Yes, we are. This works quite well, pushing them up here, actually, because then Throbber can piss off and go back down the other end. And this is all stuff that's mostly going along the way in the middle, so we need to do some sorting anyway, because there's some of these have to be pushed into places. So we do need to do a bit of adjustment here. Did I tell you to stop? No, but you must be waiting for points at the other end, I guess. Are you waiting for points at this end? No, you're not. What are you stopped for? Did you overbrake when I told you to go 5 miles an hour? Did you lose control of your train, Throbber? I think you did. Bad Throbber. In fact, that's what I could use PAX 2 for, is pushing this lightweight stuff. The stuff that has to go in backwards. Alright, there's more stuff for Alarka. That's annoying. Let's put on 2 handbrakes. And unclick. And let's send you away. Bye now. You go back down there. How's your condition going, oh Throbber? 99%. See, it's already used some of its condition up, and I'm not even pushing heavy trains. Alright, let's get you set up for the next road in. And do the same at the other end so it doesn't stop by misfortune. And we can start sorting some of this stuff out as well. Get some of it out here, maybe. Alright. Looks good. PAX 1. What are you doing? Why are you stopping? Oh. That would be why. Alright then. You really shouldn't have gone in there. Someone was untidy in the way he left the points set last night. Well, not last night, but last time I played. Okay, getting back in here. I Will Eat You would be interested for an Indian route. I think that would be cool, actually, because we haven't seen much in the way of Indian trains. There are some in Train Sim Classic, but the way you buy them, and this is why I never have, is downright dodgy. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy business practices. So anybody who's tried to buy them will understand what I'm talking about. You're not far enough. Sorry for the excursion, ladies and gentlemen. We did go down an unfortunate sidetrack, and we will get back onto the main gig very shortly. And in fact, away we go! Main gig on the way. They still go through the insulators instead of having a curly around and wire over the top. Maverick says, what are your opinions on Star Trek? I've watched them all. Hey, John907i, how are you? Sorry I didn't see your thing until now. Let's just mention best boat sim. You want a boat sim? Well, didn't they do that before? It was a fishing simulator. They've had a boat sim. Alright, let's see what Throbber's doing. Throbber! Where are you, Throbber? Oh, you're just coming into silver. Okay, it's fine. What are my thoughts on Jar Jar Binks? He's a funny bloke with big ears. The graphics and... I'm just catching up with Sykes' comment where he says about this intense feelings in the beta group. Look, not really. We just accept and move on. So, it's just life. It's fine. I will eat you says the graphics and detail look similar in SimRail to Train Sim World. Well, you know, it's simulating the world, so I guess it does. Cease is sorry to ask a question about TSW. Do you know when suspension is coming? I don't, but I know it's not far away. That's all I know, is it's not far away. I think they've communicated that anyway. So, soon. I don't know what company made SimRail. I suspect it's a company called SimRail. There is an upside down question mark. It's used in Spanish, says Psych. Indeed. Maverick says, I like playing from time to time and just not getting any more DLC. Okay. That's a perfectly valid choice, apart from the Tadami line. I will each as in as BR13, which is 2 Class 08s permanently coupled together as slave and master, and the slave has no cab. I've never seen that. If you've got a link to a picture, chuck it in my Discord. I would appreciate that. That was to I Will Eat You, I think. Maybe. Oh, look at all these people pinging me. Look at these people pinging me. I'll catch up, honest. Psych says, Hygood says, need to have a community. Tish, yeah, it is important to have community. Actually, interestingly enough, I've just done a interview with a organisation called Calm. Let me find you their thing. There it is. It's the Campaign Against Living Miserably. And they are very much for gamers and YouTubers and the like. I was just chatting with them because actually it's because JD asked me to. Psych says we're also in some Reddit groups, but I shouldn't talk about that except on a footplate. No, you can talk about Reddit groups, that's fine. Uberg said the bogey frames and wheels look more prominent and shiny since the last time I played Railroader. They certainly have done some changes since last time I played. I think it's looking good. I Will Eat You says DTG should include the Class 09 in some future K routes. The Class 08 gets used more than its faster cousin, the 09. I thought there was an 09 in the game. Not 100% on that, and I can't start the thing to phone. Yeah, yes, I did say glad hands, Psych. That's what they're called. They're glad hands because they shake hands all the time. And they're on the end of a hose bag. Go figure that one out. I don't know where hose bag comes from. And B. Cole says, another day, another job on Railroader. Yes. B. Cole, you'd be really good at contracting out to names people's videos. Your comments on mine are usually would make a pretty good title, I think. Every now and again I think about changing the title to whatever you put in your comment, because, you know, see what happens. Maverick said, one reason I crit TSW on YouTube is that the community has gotten loggerheads with each other. Didn't want to make any enemies. I don't think you'd make any enemies. There's a few people that feel strongly, but they're not. It's not a personal thing, I don't think. Yes, no 420 yet. Also from TSG. It'll come out one day. Where's all that coal going? It's going to coal places. Maverick says the negatives are fueled by the DTG fanboys versus the Tarangas. Oh, like Tarangas. Taranga, I'm vaguely convinced, does what he does to get views. And if he's really that angry, then yeah, I'd be chatting with someone professional personally. But if he's not that angry and he's just doing it for views, then yeah, whatever. Whatever works for him. I mean, when I talk to him, because I do actually chat with him behind the scenes sometimes, he seems like a perfectly okay person to me. He just has some views. Syke says I get annoyed by the fanboys. I have to admit I do too. And also just giggle at Taranga as he's so livid. I mean, actually annoyed at fanboys probably isn't the right word, but amused is probably better. So I get amused at both ends of this spectrum because I like to just live in the middle. And people get so excited about it, positively and negatively, and it is, I hate to say this, folks, just a game. It's a bit like this one. It's just a game. It's a pretty good game, but it is just a game. All right, what do we got down here? We've got some more stuff for Alarka. All right, so, and Nantahala, well, we know where these might just go straight through, actually. Oh, no, we need to do some sorting, because look. Do we? No, might not. Might just take those all up the other end. There's a lot of stuff going to the Nantahala track site, which is the track to Andrews, which I do believe I have unintentionally purchased. I clicked the wrong button, and there's this stuff which is going to silver paperboard. So we'll take that up to silver and we'll just dump it, and we'll send a loco down to deal with that when we finish doing some other shuttling around. In fact, PAX 2 can do that. That'd be a good thing for PAX 2 to do. But we'll get it out of here at least, just so it's out of the interchange. John907I says, Train Sim has fanboys? Damn. Well, yes. I Will Eat You says, my problem with people on our Train Sim World is how annoying they get when they go like, oh, Dovetail Games keeps making new games, never fixes bugs. You know, I Will Eat You. I would say, you could just say, my problem with people on Reddit is how annoying they get. And just leave it at that. Because Reddit, you know, I have to admit, there's good information on Reddit, but it is the home of the angry people. It really is. It's just strange. I don't understand how Reddit attracted people like that, because I don't really get how it's different to many other things. Let's go 10 cars. Ow. I shouldn't have done that. Maverick should be able to do streams more often once you're back in Japan. What city do you live in Japan, Maverick, if you don't mind my asking? You do not have to answer that question. Like says, yes, usually used for DTG, shan't be criticised even constructively. Criticise constructively all you want, but yes, there are elements that won't accept any criticism. I mean, I criticise them. That's just part of the deal. Alright. So we're looking for handbrakes now. There's one there. Where is the handbrake? Must be on this end. There it is. And we better whack you up. How far apart do we think they are? Does that look like one car? That looks like one car, so we'll say two. Because, you know, this game can't count. Hello, Daniel Robert Jowett. How are you? Uberg says the buildings are not new. I guess that's the ones we were up at Bryson. Okay. Maybe they're just new to me because I haven't played for so long. Or maybe I've just never noticed them before because, you know, that happens. And this is all the Nantahala stuff. There must be a handbrake in here somewhere. It amuses me that we're taking so many empty cars. Like, why are we taking empty cars to the Nantahala track site? I don't get that. Railways don't move their spoil in this this time area, they just dump it in a creek. They could probably still do that. Maintenance of way machinery. Sounds like trolleys to me. Okay, there's one with a handbrake on. This endmost one has its handbrake on. Release the handbrake. How about you? You've got one on as well. Alright. That looks promising. Let's go road, reverse, and we're going to have to catch you when you get up the hill in silver because... In fact, where is all this shit going? I think there's some for the power station, isn't there? Yeah, there is. There's a whole bunch of stuff for the power station, which I'm going to need to get onto the arse end of. So once Throbby gets his bum up here, leave it on the main. No, I think I'll take it into the siding. I'll just put a flare there because that should be okay. That should leave those cars sitting about there, which would be a good spot for them. So let's go catch up with some others. Who else is on the move still? General 2's on the move. Now you're going to Alarka. Your whole train's going to Alarka, I think, from memory. I'll just check how his water's going in a moment. Yeah, the whole drain's going up to Alarka, apart from the stuff going to Robinson Coal, which is fine. And the steam engine sounds happy, which is important. And how's your water and coal situation? Going fine. In that case, let's whack you up to 25. And where are you currently on the map? You've gone past Whittier. Very nice. On your way to Bryson, so you're about halfway to where you're going. That's excellent. And you're up at Alarka. You are on the correct track, which is brilliant. Oh, there's a change. Look at that. You can actually see what the points are doing on the map. Ooh, I like that. You'll have plenty of water. I'm going to ignore you. Actually, no, I'm not going to ignore you because that's the last place you can get water. Let's go there. How much water you got? You got plenty of water? Oh, you got plenty of water. You're all good. Because you can't get any water after here. Because I haven't bought any water for after here yet. Still catching up. And we'll leave you. You're not going to do anything interesting. Oh, you are. All right, you've done your tickets. Well, watch you go then. Go on. Piss off. You going to leave? Or are you just going to sit there? You've got 6 going to Armand now. 3 going to Nantahala. That's so funny. There's a great big train. I should have set the little one up here. I really should have. That was my grand plan, you know, but I did it the wrong way around. B-Cole asks, how many diesels do I own? This one. 1. Only 1 diesel, and I had to borrow money to get it. Let me show you. Not that one. That one. I'm still paying it off. Look, I still owe $31,000. So, yeah, I'm still paying for that diesel. He's expensive little monkey. Well, you're not going to leave, clearly. So, you know, we're going to ignore you. You're stopped at a fusee, which is where you belong. Robber is moving very slowly. Why are you moving very slowly? Because you've reached your flare, which is good. Because these ones are in a lovely place. You're going to Nantahala. Handbrake. And brake you off. Brake you. And then we can go back to... We can just say, pass the fusee. Well, we can't. Okay, that's fine. Just get rid of the fusee and it'll be all good. What? Bye-bye. Come on. Get out of here. Go on. Hurry up. Move your purple bum. You must be a gibbon. You've got a purple bum. Psych says, imagine if TSW had a forum board on 4chan. And Psych says, Greta is cute. Okay. Maverick says that's a beefy PC. Yeah, it is. John says everyone has their own opinion. Opinions vary. Yes, very much. That is very, very accurate. Rails says, why do locomotive doors stay open? Because on steam engines, it's bloody hot. My gaming PC, this might sound odd, but my gaming PC is probably more powerful than a Cray. Now, the difference is, for an individual workload, this machine's more powerful than the Cray, but the Cray could have run 400 to 500 workloads of this size at the same time. So from an individual user's experience, this is more powerful. I Will Eat You says, John thinks I get mad when people get bored with TSW. Oh, well. It's okay. What else we got there? Hello, Railway Through the Lens. Hello to you. Hello, Michael Newberry. Sorry I've not been keeping up with the chat this morning. John says Trains is based in Australia. Kinda. It's Oran Games, which was originally entirely Australian, but I'm not convinced it is these days. I Will Eat You doesn't have Discord. Oh well, okay. And Psych's going to check out the Calm Zone, which is a good thing to do. Anybody that's got any... If you're feeling really strongly about something, or you're getting sad about something, or you're getting possibly even worse than sad and getting depressed about something, there are many services available. Calm Zone's one of them. So they're just a good, useful thing to have. Good thing to have in your box. Matt has said, not long for the last 10 months, says C. Yeah, look, that does happen. I know they've had some problems. I'd say it's okay. It's not really, but kind of is. It's just how it is. Maverick and I Will Eat You said the Class 09 is in West Somerset. Yeah, I thought we already had one. I was pretty sure of it. And I think it's, what is it? It goes to about maybe 35 mile an hour instead of 20, something like that. Excuse me. That didn't go down the right way. I will Google the Class 13, indeed. Glad you're enjoying it, John. I Will Eat You says, I figured out SimRail is made by Playway SA. Okay, cool. Maverick says, public knowledge at this point can as a 3.5 hour bullet train ride northwest from Tokyo. Cool. I got about an hour northwest of Tokyo. The farthest we got was Amiya in the Saitama prefecture. Which was getting in Tokyo, I have to say, Western tourists, incredibly well accepted, very well catered for. Outside Tokyo, it's not the same story. Outside Tokyo, you definitely don't blend in with the crowd. And there's not so much English signage around. You can still find your way around. There's enough. And the people are still awesomely friendly. In fact, I think in all of Japan, I mean, we were there very long, we were there for about 10 or 11 days, but in all the time we were there, I have to say everybody was nice. It was just nice people. If you were trying to find someone and you asked someone a question, even if they didn't actually speak English, they tried their best to understand you and help. It was just really cool. It's a really nice country to be in. I think it's probably one of the most hospitable countries I've ever been to. So, kudos to Japan. I know there's some problems there with over-tourism at the moment. With just too many people going to the popular places all at once. glad you think it's a cozy show, John. That's what I try. I'm glad you're good, Daniel. Hope everybody's good, actually. Maverick says got shaken up by a magnitude 5 earthquake on January the 1st this year. 5s are okay. 5s just jiggle everything. We get 5s here sometimes. Iwalichi says, I always imagine Canadian boxer with its ring name being Kakuz Nasirima. Oh, I think that's how you pronounce that. Uberg says, I think there's water at Almond. I think you have to buy it, don't you, Uberg? Here we go, Throbber. So some of those cars that I've taken up into the yard up here have to come here. To the Locust Pin Company. Syke says, I have an idea for a YouTube short. Dumping a bottle of Fiji bottled water in the steam train's water tank. That would be kind of funny. Although I'd probably get told off by my own railway for doing that. Because we, they have a social media policy and we aren't allowed to cast them into disrepute. Rail says people on Discord won't stop talking non-stop about CSX heritage units. You sure that's not just you doing that? Because I know you've brought it up on my Discord multiple times. You might say 25 mile an hour max on the WSR rails because it's 25 miles an hour max on all of the heritage railways in the UK, bar a couple that actually run on the main line, like the Yorkshire Moors. North Yorkshire Moors Railway actually runs on the main line for part of its journey and is allowed to do 50 miles an hour. But it's a bit interesting, really, because they don't really do that 25 miles an hour thing. Not completely. Having been in the cab of a few of them, they just kind of don't. In fact, I've got some awesome cab ride videos that I could never publish. Alright, now let's just stop Throbber up here, because we'll have a think about what we're going to do with this stuff. We'll just stop him up here on the straight bit, because Throbber's going to take most of this train on. Just head up to Alarka. In fact, speaking of Alarka, we've already sent one train heading up there, so let's just get onto the map, because we need to... Can you actually change the points now? Ooh. Yes. And that'll be fine. We can put him into the Y. That'll be good, because he'll go into the Y and he'll stop. That's perfectly good. Now, how's our passenger train? He didn't go down to the mines, did he? No, good. Where is it? Jeez, it's making good time wherever it is. It's gone through Brooks. Oh, there you are. You're almost at the next passing siding. That's fine. It's almost at Almond. And yes, there is water at Almond. Look at that. All right. I think... Let's just teleport to Almond. That didn't work. I pressed T, not Control T. Let's just teleport to Almond. And you want to go home. Okay. We might pick you up with the passenger train on the way back. But let's just so I don't forget, let's just plonk down a flare there. And we can do some minor adjustments afterwards. Because I don't want to run him out of water. Because that would be bad. How are you feeling, Throbber? You've got 1,000 gallons of fuel. You've got 99% on your conditions. You're having a wonderful morning. You've done some very hard work. You're a good locomotive. So, Alarka Junction, Nantahala, all that stuff's for the end of the line. So, I think Throbber can probably just take that whole train on. What do you guys reckon? Reckon that's fair? Alarka Junction. I should have hooked that up with the other Alarka Junction stuff. But I reckon, Mr. Throbber, you can get the flock. Get your big purple behemoth out of here. Now you can do 30 because you're fine with that load of train. We'll just gunsel you out of here. John prefers to be in the dining carriage enjoying a steak and a bottle. I do have to say it was a very pleasant experience at multiple railways, being able to step out of the train, step into a pub, have some food and a nice beer, and get back on the train. That was awesome. Because the pubs are in the stations. That's just awesome. That's so civilized. Alright, see you later, Throbber. Rails says the only thing I like about Japan is the Alpha Bill song called Big in Japan. Look, you need to experience Japan, Rails. You are young. I will forgive you for your not knowing. That's fine. What do we got going on here? So we've got... Oh, Throbber. You stop there. Because look, there's no Alarka Junction stuff. Appalachian Hardwoods, Bryson, all that Bryson stuff's fine. Alright, we've got Throbber stopped. Come on, General 1. Out you come. You've probably still got commands on you. You do. Fantastic. Bring you out here. Let's just take the bit of Throbber's train that Throbber forgot up to Throbber. We'll just go and whack it on the back. At the same time, why don't we get... do we want to get Throbber to come back? How far did he get? How far did Throbber get? Not far at all. That'd be fine. Come on, General 1. You can do better than that. I have heard of hippies, yes. There used to be rather a lot of them very close to where I used to live. Still are, in fact, but I don't live there anymore. In fact, the last person to do some maintenance on my house was, in fact, a hippie. Nice guy. Maverick says there's a ton of English signage. I have encountered racism before, though, in non-tourist areas. Oops, your hatch is open. Let's close you. Don't want to get any cinders in the water hatch. That might block the injectors. Don't want to block your injectors. That's always embarrassing. You're going to stop that far from them, are you? Alright, fair enough. Yeah, go ahead. 5 will do you. I think my favourite Japanese film was Tempopo. It's a proper Japanese film too. It's not a anglicised thing. These are all empty, aren't they? I'm not even going to bother hooking their brakes up. Come on, let me unhook the gladdies. Reverse 4, 10 cars. You gonna go? No, you're not. Because I didn't hook your air up and you're mad at me. And you've got a handbrake on. That'd do it too. We got 2 handbrakes on? You do. You gonna go now? Or do I have to bleed them? You're gonna make me bleed them, aren't you? Car. Bleed. 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 Bleeding, if you're wondering, is releasing the stored air from the carriage. What else have we got left in here? We've only got the other little loco now, haven't we? So guess who's going to be working down this end of the tracks? Alright, we will send you forward for 20. Yeah, 7.5 would do some damage, Maverick. You are certainly correct there. British American. There you go. Rail says that was in my past, but my opinions have slowly changed. Your opinions will change a lot as you grow up, mate. They really will. It is why when you sometimes say some of the dumb things that you say, that it's okay that you're saying those things, because you just don't know yet. You will. It'll be fine. More cars. Push, laddie, push. Now, meanwhile, while that's happening, we've got a lot of stuff going to Bryson. There's some stuff from the middle, but these locust pin ones need to go back there, and so does Dillsborough Fuel and Dillsborough Freight House. So, I think it's your time to shine, PAX 2. Even though you shouldn't actually be... you should be doing passenger work, but you just aren't at the moment. You're being misused. I'm sorry. Because I know you're only a little locomotive and you can't work very hard. Because you're not Thomas. Oh, I'm getting behind on here again. Rails says... hang on. No, I'm hiding that. I Will Let You says, I know a video made by LaserJet. He made a ridiculous reskin for the Merchant Navy class engine, and it's titled The Best Reskin Ever. Oh, you know? Why not? He's actually quite a clever guy, LaserJet. Rails says, some tourist railroads in the States are allowed to travel at 45 mile an hour or less, depending on track condition and train traffic. Yeah. I don't disbelieve that at all. My favourite music, Maverick, I would have to say is pretty much anything, but I am partial to German techno. I do also like blues, which is a strange combination, I have to admit. But I like most music, to be honest. Now that all locos are out of here, you've got coal and water, don't you? Very good. Let's set these back for the main line, so we don't get any little surprises later on in the day. Did I just set the wrong one back? I did. Good, 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 good. Okay, you can stop there. Send you back this way. We can put you on the bum end of those cars there. So we'll take these two, and then we'll grab the Dillsborough Fuel and Dillsborough Freight House on the end of that. Dillsborough Freight House, I kind of think maybe should be on the end of these ones, but I'm not going to shuffle around that much. Couldn't be bothered. We'll shuffle them later if we have to. Speaking of Throbber, let's get going. Oh, you didn't get very far, did you? General 1. Oh, General 1, 20 more cars. And General 2's got a switch against. Let's go look at General 2, because does that mean you're at Alarka? No. You're at Bryson. You didn't get out of Bryson, because I was silly. I think you're supposed to get out of Bryson, aren't you? Yes, you're going to Alarka. Off you go to the wondrous Alarka. Let's just take the passenger view from the station and watch the train depart. Because we can. Yeah, it's only 8:26. I must be on single clock time. We haven't even done anything about logs today because I've run out of locomotives. My railroad is kind of getting to the point where it's very busy in the morning and needs another locomotive, and by the afternoon it's not busy anymore. Rail says it's never too late to have an accident like 7 AM because they happen. Oh, actually, back on the music question. Singers like Tuvalu, who if you're a British American, you'll probably say Tovlo, but it is Tuvalu. I quite like. One-Eyed Doll, I quite like. So I'm quite diverse in the music I listen to. About the only thing I don't really listen to is rap. Because I just don't like it. Alright, Throbber. I think you'll be fine heading out that way, because that's the way the passenger train went, so you should be good. Pax 1 is stopped at a fusee. Really? Where are you? Oh yeah, water. That's right. How's your water? Well, you don't really need any. You're doing fine. Because where are you on the map? I think you're almost at the end of the line anyway. Oh no, you're a little way to go, and there's water at Nantahala, so let's just let you go. You're fine for water. You haven't been using very much at all. What do we got now? We got 10 passengers for Nantahala and 11. Ooh. Still wasn't worth bringing 2 cars out here. Or such a big engine. Because my passenger business is fairly small, I haven't bothered really upgrading, but I have got a fairly big engine running on Pax 1 there. General 2, how are you going? You're flying. So you're going to be almost at your junction. You'll be coming back and bringing cars back shortly. So I have to decide, does he go and do a sweep of the outliers, or do we just let the passenger train do that job? So that's a pretty comfortable train for that one to take up the grade. It's like 1,200 tons. That'll be fine going up there. So it's doing quite nicely. And Pax 1's just throbbing away as you'd expect. Pax 2 is just about... In fact, Pax 2 has stopped, so Pax 2 needs to go into yard. And 10 cars will do nicely. What have we got? 2 or 3? 2. And then who's left here? Nobody. You're it. You're it, little engine, to take all that shit. Oh well. Little engine's gonna have a bad day. But I want little engine to go and take the second passenger train too. I don't think that connected, did it? Maybe it did. No, it did. Wallis. You're not applied. And you're going to Stenzel, so we'll whack a handbrake on you. Mind you, little Pax 2 doesn't actually have to take this whole train. And we're going to go forwards. We're going to go probably 20. Because we'll stop it when it gets to the right spot. Because we have to get those other two cars from there. And then we'll send him off to deal with the stuff from Silver. So we're almost getting to the point where we spend the rest of the day switching. But I think you can see why I built this yard. It's really handy for doing this kind of thing. Alright, you can stop there, sunshine. And you can go backwards, and you can go backwards for 10. Maverick is not in the military. There you go. Rail says, I don't want to visit Japan, but you could, yes. Japan is a beautiful place to visit, it really is. The EPA California is so pathetic that railroads are forced to retire and scrap locomotives with their lame management department. You know, that's not so much a lame management department, that's people trying to do the right thing by global warming, says the guy that thunders Greta Thunberg's out of his chimney every time he fires the locomotive. But fortunately, tourist railroads contribute almost nothing. California is an interesting place, but it's not an awful place. Mostly. I do have some strange ideas. Ella House, so you're the last one. I'm going to put a handbrake on you so you don't roll away. And then we will disconnect the glad hands. Go. And send you on your way. You're not going to go very far, though. We'll send you off at 20 mile an hour, and we will race down here. So you're not going far. Let's just plonk a fusee here, actually. Fine. Why hasn't he left? What are you doing, Pax 2? What are you doing? Why won't you leave? Come on. What's going on here? Is there a handbrake on somewhere? Yeah, this thing's finally making my computer work hard, you know that? So no? Yeah, there's a handbrake there, but didn't I disconnect it? I did. Why won't you go? Why won't you go? Let's just try manual. Break off. Forwards. Come on. Come on. You can do it. See, you can do it. You can do it. What was your problem? Good little Pax 2. We may even send one of the big locomotives back for the rest of that train. Pax 2 might take some of it, because that really is a bit too much for Pax 2 to take to Bryson, that lot. Because Pax 2 only a baby train. I've only kept it for running that single car train because I have this grand plan for Alarka when it opens up. That this locomotive and one passenger carriage will do a daily trip on that one. Rail says foamers are annoying. We call them gunsells. Rail says Caltrain wants to scrap all their F40s. That doesn't surprise me. You're going to right or left at BNSF. Okay. And I literally says in Nebraska, someone intentionally derailed the train for views. Yeah. Okay, Dillsborough Freight House. Where do you actually go? Back there. It's kind of what I thought. So we're going to have to run you backwards and pull that oil car out. Switching time. Yay! Back you go. 10 cars. Or do you want to go forwards? No, you want to go backwards. Good stuff. Touch a Happy Pass is a good place to rail fan in California. Rails? You should go do that one day. But the, just on the Nebraska person, give that person their day in court, because while everything is being said the way it is it really like that? I'm not going to hook that thing's brake up. Let's go ahead, 5. 5 might not be enough, but we'll see. I could get rid of the locust pin ones first, but I won't. Chuffer, 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 chuffer. I have to say, being out yesterday, just thinking on the real railway, the guy that I was out with who was firing on my behalf was, he fired in a remarkably different way to the way I do, and it was really cool. 5 wasn't really enough. Let's go back 10. It was really cool to watch the way he worked, because he was, the way he was running everything was just quite different to any of the training that I had done. And it was working really nicely, I have to say. And Rails, yes, you're 17, but you are still kind of at the age where the only woman in your life is your mother. That's when your thoughts start changing. You say saying money gives you power, or saving money. Saving money is a good thing to do. Alright, you can stop there. Come on back. Oh, now we're on to prime drinks, are we? Prime drinks are basically very bad for your liver. See you later, Maverick. Prime drinks will kill you, because they have huge, huge caffeine doses. So back what this goes, because we've got to put that boxcar near the back of that track up there. Bit more sunshine. Then we're going to come back and get that oil. Prime's been banned in Australia. Just saying. It is not legal here. Come on. You mean you're not going to do it? Back you go. 2 more. That'll do, little mate. That'll do. Yeah, you can stop there. That'll be fine. At least I think it's fine. It is fine. Here's our first cache for the day. Exciting. No. You just coupled that back up, didn't you, bastard? Now get out of here. Go on. Get. Get. Come on. Now what I do want to do, because these deliver oil to here. Oops. Stop. Wrong thing to do there. I want to leave that car there. Now this might seem like a strange thing what I'm doing. But it isn't. Because I'm going to get the other car and put it on top, because this one will have 8,000 gallons in it. And this one has only 4,000, so this one will empty first. So it's like in the supermarket where they put the fresh stuff in the back. Remember that, folks? The fresh stuff's in the back. Reach into the back. Don't ever reach into the back. Rails, your generalizations. I'm not even going to repeat your generalizations. Coffee and Prime do both contain caffeine, but a single can of Prime contains enough caffeine for the rest of your life. Bonk. Didn't I put the handbrake on? Ooh. Okay, well, off you go. At those 10 tons, 42, empty, and 45. So that one, nah, it's not going to make much difference. I'll just put them on top of them because it's just not that different. Okay, back you come. 10 cars. Caleb Keppel, refunded railroader. Okay. Not every game is for everyone. I certainly accept that. Curious though, Caleb, what didn't you like about it? Apart from the fact that it will quite happily eat 90% of your life if you let it. It's like heroin. You should be in your zone. Don't even know if I'll bother coupling them up, to be honest. I think I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, you can stop there. Stop. Did I apply that? I did. Good. Forwards. 20 cars. We'll go and deal with those two. Psych asks, is $5 million enough to start a maxi-pad company? Don't know why you'd want to start a maxi-pad company, but there you go. And I don't know. Hello, cat. Which feedback was that? I've forgotten, sadly. It says, sadly, while they spoke about banning Prime, it's still on sale at supermarket. Only supermarkets that choose to ignore the fact that it's illegal to sell it in Australia. Because it's not a new ban. It's been illegal for a very long time to sell drinks with that much caffeine. Do I like any Woody Allen movies? Geez, they're a bit old. I can't say I've watched one for a long time. I guess the Woody Allen kind of comedy is a bit like Benny Hill. It didn't age very well. Now let's just see. Did it? So it only paid. Oh no, it paid for both cars, so that's fine. We'll just leave that like that. I was going to push them back, but I clearly don't need to. So that's fine. We shall unhook, get you off there. Now I think we will send that one down to Silver and do some work down there. Seems like a plan to me. Off you go. I checked your water before. Your water's all good. You haven't got much coal left, but that's fine. We'll fill you up at Dillsborough before you head up the line. So I'll leave you heading down that way. Do, though, want to come down here and set some points so that you don't run into your train, because I want you on the back of it. Still no passengers. Whee! So we need to set those points that way. And these ones that way. And put a fusee down there to stop that little locomotive when he gets here. And how are we doing with our logs? So it has started unloading those ones. We're getting okay. Because what I discovered, I was so intent on delivering these every day that I'd be sitting around till bloody midnight. And then I realised if you look at locations and look at Silver Paperboard, for example, it wants 5 cars a day, but it's got 490 tonnes. So it doesn't really need it. And Parsons Tannery is the other one. It's got 490 tonnes as well. So while you're supposed to deliver 5 cars a day, it doesn't actually necessarily need it. So I'm over-delivering at the moment, which is why it's not unloading stuff. But I will take these out of here and get them up and start them loading back up at Connolly Creek, because if you don't, you can get behind. But they won't necessarily come back here today because it's got plenty. All right, we've got plenty of stuff to muck around with here. There's quite a bit of shunting to do here, so we will be switching here for a little while when that locomotive gets here. So let's check on our other little friends. See how we are going. Is it that one? It is that one. General 1 is stopped somewhere. Oh, that's right. Because we had to join you up, didn't we? Can I get onto that? I can. And that's actually why I didn't want to hook the brakes up, because I didn't want the 2 locomotives fighting each other. Alright, so let's tell the... Actually, let's just pull you off there while we've got you. General 1. Let's do... Yard mode, reverse half a car, just to get you unhooked. There we go. And let's get Throbber on his way. 30 miles an hour. Bye-bye, Throbber. You may take your train and scarper. You don't have the biggest train in the world. It's not very big by your standards. But that's okay. I actually think the steam engine ended up taking a heavier load than Throbber's got. But that's okay. Alright. Let's send General 1. Forgot I had you here. Let's send you back. Let's go back in road mode. Send you back at 10 mile an hour. Because you're going to take what's left of this train back here. But we need to do some putting togethering. So we'll get you to grab... What have we got here? Bryson, Whittier, and Ella House. Let's grab Ella House and put you on the top. Because that will work good for us. Or should I put them on the back? I kind of think I should put the Ella House stuff on the back, actually, thinking about it. Yes, I should. So let's run around the whole thing and go and get the ones from the back. Oh, excuse me. Just plonk these ones on the back of the train. Whoa. Easing day. It's like, where? Just set that switch. That'll be fine. Bring you back a bit quicker so we're not waiting here all day. Cat prefers monster. Fair enough. Psych says today was my first time hearing about it, so I live under a rock. Maybe. Uberk says he's off the rails. What did Caleb say about the game? Anything? No? I don't see anything anyway. Alright, let's slow you down now. You are, of course, going to stop before the points. Of course. Come on, keep going. I know I told you to stop. Caleb says, I thought the tutorial was a bit hard to understand. I'll pick it up later if the tutorial is easier. Ah, fair enough. I think with this game, it probably appeals to people most who actually know something about the way railways work. Otherwise, you can get stuck in the poo a little bit. Because you will not be able to run a particularly efficient operation, so you won't achieve. So it's kind of not a game for everyone, I suppose. But that said, you could learn it fairly readily. If there's anything you want to ask about it that I can talk you through, because I just play, I'm not really talking people through it currently. Yard mode. And will 5 cars be enough? We'll see. Energy drinks are a bit of a racket. Bottled water is the biggest racket. They basically buy tap water, put it in bottles, and sell it to you, and claim it's mineral springs water. Well, no, it's not. It's just bloody tap water. I'm not going to bother putting the brakes through. Release. Now, do I need to bleed you? May do. No. That's fine then. Reverse for 10. Fusey in the gate! Oh no! That means he's gotten down to silver, which is fine. We will keep going with these and get this train out of here and on its way. Unless you live in Flint, Michigan. Oh yes, there is good old Flint, isn't there? The joys of Chromium 6. It's one of those interesting stories about how sometimes being on a quest to make as much money as you possibly can is not the right thing for the community. Yeah. See, I tend to agree. Starbucks is more expensive than Monster. Starbucks is just a brand too. I mean, I buy perfectly good coffee. I don't pay that much for it. I've got a great little coffee shop near work. They make an awesome brew. Very tasty. Good refuge for when the native Afghanistans find you as well. Release the handbrake. And now we're going to release you and send you back on your way. 5 going to be enough, because we can run around on that outside track now. Come on. Come along. Come on, little one. Actually, 5 isn't enough. Let's go 10. So we can get past these points. Their sound is just nice. It really is. Let's go 20. Could actually go yard mode at this point, but we're not. Regular water for hydration. I like bubbly water, but I make it myself. And I use tap water. I did try Costa Coffee when I was there, see. I didn't think it was amazing, but it's certainly not bad. You need to... See, I'm a coffee snob. I will freely admit I am a coffee snob. You can make a good coffee with almost any supermarket crowns. But you need the right thing, and you need a little Bialetti stovetop. But when I'm actually paying for coffee, I want a good bean. I want a skillful barista. Because it's a highly skilled job, it really is. And if you're not good at it, you're not good at it. John says, don't do stimulants personally. Well, I do drink Coke and things, so that's a stimulant. Alright, back you come, Mr. General 1. Do you think I'd come up with a more imaginative name? Come up with a better name, folks, for General 1 and 2. Tyke only has Starbucks on vacation. The only time I have Starbucks is when I'm running low on sugar, and I will go and get one of their caramel iced things, because plenty of sugar, they taste nice, but they're very expensive. I think we're behind a leaf. I did find some quite good coffee in the UK, I have to say. It's much easier to find good coffee in the UK than it was in America. There are enough coffee snobs like me. We got any brakes on this train? No, we don't. So, on the road again. Off we go. 25 miles an hour. Thank you, good sir. Now let's just check where everyone else is. So, General 2 is... stopped. Oh. Are you having some trouble, General 2? Is it too heavy for you? I think it might be. Let's just stop you there then. Where actually are you? You are... Oh, you couldn't get up the hill out of Bryson? Okay. Fair enough. We'll do a stall and divide then. So who's going where? I wish I'd noticed that, because that probably hurt General 2. A little bit. Alarka Junction, Alarka Junction, Alarka Junction. Robinson's Gap Coal. Alright, let's cut off the Robinson's Gap Coal and see if you can make it with just the Alarka stuff. So let's put on some handy brakes so Robinson's coal doesn't roll away down the hill when I unhook it. Bonk. Let's see if you can do it. I would have thought you'd be able to get that up the hill, but clearly I was mistaken. Can you move that load? How much have you got now? 1,000 tons. It's trying. It's trying very hard. 1 mile an hour. I think you just hooked back up again, didn't you? Alright, you can't pull that. Oh, hang on. What have we got here? Oh, we've hooked back up because we rolled back. Alright. Let's get rid of the mappy. Let's get rid of the mappy. Go back here because you've... the camera's getting awkward again. I thought they'd fix that because it hadn't happened all day, but now it's happening. Alright, let's try and hook these back up. And let's take those handbrakes off. We'll put on 2 on the back. This is awkward here. I think it's because the camera follows the terrain and it just makes it a bit shit, to be honest. In places where it's steep on down each side. Like, I'm not going to fall down, I'm flying. Just get rid of these stickers. Let's put on 3 to hold it on the hill, and let's try... Where were we separating it? We separated it at coal. Let's try separating it here, because most of those are actually empty. Let's pull it apart here. Alright, give that a crack. See how you feel. Can you move it? Can you do it, little engine? Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. I think you can. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Once you get a bit of monumentum. Let's just check your condition though. Did I hurt you? Not bad. So we caught that in time. If you leave it there now, in the new regime, if you leave it sitting when it's got too much of a load on it, it'll break it, basically. Syke says I paid $45 for 2 Brita filters. Seems like a scam. That is pretty high. C says I should be a druggie, lose some of this fat. I'm fat. Aren't we all? I've got my own bacon. It could be harvested and turned into bacon quite successfully. Big bit of pork belly. Let me just watch you for a little while. You just sound nice. A fancy coffee setup. Not really. I've got a Bialetti espresso maker. The other half has an Nespresso thing, which I do occasionally use one of their pods. There's one that I don't mind. But it's not my go-to, that's for sure. C says, healthy bits are pricey, yet drunk food is cheap, and they moan people eating too much rubbish. Yeah, well, you know. Sugar Kings. It's the new asbestos. I think this little fella's doing okay now. He's picking up speed, he's going to make it, and he can go back and get his other cars. Maybe hers. Steam engines are hers, generally. Gratuitous bridge shot with trees and falling in the water. I have to say, steam firing doesn't really help you lose weight, but it changes it from fat mass to muscle mass, that's for sure. Alright, who else are we going to look at? Pax 1, what are you doing? You're approaching something. Oh, if you've got to the end of the line, you have. You've gotten past the last passenger stations, haven't you? You've gone all the way out there. You silly donkey. You silly, silly donkey. All right. Now, while we're here, though, what has to be collected from out here? So, none of those have to be collected. So let's just stop you for a moment, because we do have one thing ready for the interchange, and it's full of debris. So this is where we should have some power stations and stuff, apparently. But I guess it's coming one day. Do we want to do this with the passenger train? Where are we on the map? We're right at the end, I know that. Not far from Nantahala. Ah, what the hell, we'll do it with the passenger train. Why not? Why not? We're here. We're only going to have to shuffle stuff around when the other trains turn up anyway. Because there are a couple of trains on their way here right now. Let's just unhook you. Bonk. And let's run you backwards. 20 cars. Caleb says, I've been looking for railcar mod for TSCs. A spent nuclear rod train car. It is a soda stream psych. Wait, did you go the wrong way? Don't couple to it. Don't. Come on. Come on. Don't couple. Yes. Stopped him too early again. Come on. Come on, grasshopper. Come on, grasshopper. You can do it. How's your water? Fine. Actually. 10. Go on. Get down there and get that car. Actually, see, who said Macca's coffee is up there to big coffee chains in Australia? Macca's coffee is actually okay. They even use a Melbourne roast. Because, you know, coffee snob. Release the handbrake. Go on, a little bit more. Bonkage. Alright, let's go ahead, 10. It's sad that we want the car in the back. I don't know if I'm going to have to bleed those or not, we'll see. Nah, she's going to move. And I'll just chuck the one I want in here and then I'll push the other one back down the end there. Psych says nothing wrong with that. I'd be up there if I moved an income bracket or two. Ah, brackets come as life comes. Sometimes you go up brackets, sometimes you go down brackets. It's just things. It's things to deal with. We'd rather never deal with them, but, you know, you deal with what you're dealt, basically. Back we go. Not enough to couple up, though. Just enough to get you off the foul. I ended up picking up the passenger cars as well. Alright, we've got that off the foul. What I mean by off the foul, by the way, is this car would be foul. Okay, because it's overhanging this track. This car is far enough separated that it is no longer overhanging the track. So it is not foul. Yeah, we can, since I don't actually have the brakes hooked up with this car, we can watch the cool animation. I like watching them pull apart. Not that I know why it made noise, because it didn't have any pressure in it. But that's okay. Alright, you can probably stop there. In fact, you're going to anyway, so I'll just leave you be. 20 cars. And we seem to have a passenger train connected to our little shunting movement here. You going to go back, or have you forgotten how? You've clearly forgotten how. You haven't even tried. You're not even in reverse. You haven't even taken off your brake. Come on, we unhooked you, remember? Try harder. God, you just successfully moved that car. I look at that now, it's decided it's got air in it. It hasn't been hooked up to anything. Where did it get air from? If we come down here, you'll see what I mean about the foul. So if I just sit here, I'll probably get hit by the train, but that's okay. You can see how they're going to miss. Whereas if that other car had been here, would have hit it. I'll probably take it a bit further, but I'll put it back into yard mode. Back you go. Toot, toot, toot to you too. Daniel thinks it's time for a brew. Oh, fair enough. You know, if anybody was listening from my house that was downstairs already and perhaps feeling a little better, I'd go a brew. But only if they're feeling better. Otherwise, stay up there. That'll do. I think I've got some more stuff coming down here, so we're about to do some shuffling anyway, so. Forward. 10 cars. 10 cars, 10 cars. Come on. We'll go and get that, and we'll whack it on the back of the passenger train and get out of here. C says, talking about making it home, must say I made a lushed iced coffee at home the other day with a bit of cream and a little bit of toffee sauce. Why not? I haven't tried toffee sauce for that sort of thing, but yeah, I can see that. Partial to a caramel when I'm doing silly coffees. Back you go. Go on, go get it. Go get it. That other trade's probably at Alarka by now. Yep, it is. PAX 2 is at Alarka? No? General 1. Weren't you supposed to go into a siding somewhere? Oh dear, something bad's happened. Let's go have a look at that. Because it was either General 2 or General 1 was supposed to be going into a siding. Where are we? Oh no, we're not there yet. That's okay. No problemo. I thought you were further up the hill than that, but no. You're still clearly not struggling anymore. You're having a good time now. Alright, back where we were. Pox 1. We've got our little car, so I'm actually not going to put the brakes through. We shall go forwards, and we shall jump onto our passenger cars and take them back, and we'll run around and do everything the right way. What you doing? Oh, you got a handbrake on. Do you? I didn't think I put one on. I didn't put a handbrake on. What you doing? Alright, fine. Have some air then. Just get this back up to the station and run around, because there shouldn't be any passengers on there anymore. Otherwise, parking passenger cars on a bridge would be a bad idea. 2 more. All the passengers that got off probably went, where's he going? What's he nicked off down the end of the line for? Alright. AI Road, off you go. And we shall whip up the map. Around here somewhere, because, you know, we're not going to hang around watching you. We're going to rip up here. Rip, 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 rip. Bit more ripping. Bit more ripping. There's the passenger junction up there. We will. We might run around you on that track, actually. There might be just enough room to do that. Is there? No. All right. Let's put a fusee about there. And we'll just leave him be. Now, General 1, what are you up to? You're tugging away. And where are you going? You're doing all your middle ground stuff. So, Brighton, Whittier. Alright, where are we on the map? I don't want you to go too far. So you're getting up to Whittier, so you're not far. So where are we delivering to? Whittier Sawmill, 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 and Stenzel. And then Ella. Okay, so we should get ourselves up the map because Whittier Sawmill is all around here. So if we jump to... I wonder how his water is. But anyway, if we whip up to about somewhere... Which I might do a bit of running around down in the yard here, to be honest with you. I think that would be a good idea. So let's send him into the yard. And we will send him into that... Not that track, though. Let's keep him on the long track. And that'll be a good place to stop him, because we need to do some shuffling. When he gets there, that'll be fine. So this is why I don't think you need signals in this game, because you can just do stuff like that. General 2 is probably still on his way up the hill. He's coming into the Alarka site, so that's fine. So we can stop you. Because this stuff, I think actually all belongs over there anyway. So we may as well push all that stuff around to there. So we can come in here and go... we probably should undo the air properly. Unhook. One handy brake because they do roll away these days. And that one's set so we can get you moving. So this is where having more players to help with the switching would be highly advantageous, because at the moment I've got locomotives sitting around the place that aren't really doing anything, where I could have people switching. If only I could teach my kids how to do it, and if they'd be the slightest bit interested. Could always get Kat to do it, I suppose. She's nearby. Even come here. Sit here and gunsel the arrival. Bit of gunseling going on. Iced caramel macchiato, that's the one. That's the one that really, really makes you chubby. You bet we've got better food options over here than in the UK. Actually, I quite like UK food, to be honest with you. I mean, most UK places have never heard of salad, but I was able to supplement because there's plenty of places that do. And the cheap food options for people who want to buy a lunch on the go are actually really good in the UK. The small versions of the supermarkets, the convenience supermarkets, have really good sandwich selections. Sandwiches and salads, and there's stuff that you can cook if you want cooked stuff. So I think if you're living on your own, or maybe as a couple, without a significant family, the UK's actually got awesome food choices for you, because there's just so many. They're ready-made meals that are actually okay. Then they're not bad ready-mades. Ready-mades here suck. Nice, reasonably fresh stuff. So, yeah, I think it's good options there. And it's not very expensive either. I heard these steps coming down the stairs next to me here. Well, actually they're over here as far as yours concerned. And they were so loud, I thought it was one of our humans, but no, it's a cat thumping its way down the stairs. Let's just go and check what these points are set. They're fine. So we'll get this stuff, and then we'll go back and get the rest of the gear for this location. We'll push this into the right place while we're here. And then set up for the same arrival again. Alrighty, yard time. 10. And yes, you Burke, that hill was quite steep. But I kind of thought, it's only 1,200 tons. I would have thought that this loco could have done it, but clearly not. But I don't mind, because I caught it soon enough. Alright, let's whip back round here and pop this handbrake off. And forward 10. Won't be enough, but, we'll live and die. We'll just gunsel this. John Hudson T says a loco name for the 10-wheeler Casey Jones. You're old enough to remember this TV series. It's a little cliche, Casey Jones. C says, I really fancy coffee now, but I know if I make one, I'll have biscuits with it. This is trying to lose weight struggle. Yeah. We always have lollies and biscuits and stuff hanging around. C says, talking of silly prices, about £120 for my football team's new shirt. That's a lot. It's a bloody awesome shirt. That's a lot, dude. Oh, it's ballast. I thought it was coal. Alrighty, back we go. When you're ready, 20 cars. Go, 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 go. I want you to go to the end of the line, really. Strawberry Jamie Dodgers. You can eat Jamie if you want to. You might be unhappy, though. Hello, Pugface Media. How are you? I hope you are well. Still stalking the police, I hope. It's kind of what Pugface Media does. He stalks the police. That's the best way to describe it. Unsurprisingly, Pug, I'm playing a railway game. Uberk says, unless you have a deal with the dealer, you deal with what you are dealt. I have to say, Uberk, that anytime you think you've got a deal with the dealer's probably dealing you. Yeah, keep going. I want you to go to the end of the track. Because I just have a faint suspicion we've got another 4,000 cars coming up here at some point. They might be on their way up the hill now. I can't wait for something to crash into that set. Alright, you're there. That's fine. You can stop now. Where's your handbrake? There it is. Delivered. You don't get any bonus points for delivering those, though. Alright, let's just send you on your way. You can go down and get your other cars that you forgot. Oh, look at that. You're the other way around now, too. That's cool. How's your water before we run out of here? You'll be fine. We'll get some water on your return trip. See, I couldn't care about emojis. I use them at work. chocolate hobnobs, Daniel. Posh. I do want to set this switch for when we come back here. Where are you that you've got a switch against you? Oh, yes, you're there. That's fine. You can stay there. We can just set you to stop for the moment. PAX 1 is at a fusee, so let's go and deal with PAX 1 and get the passenger train on the way to maintain our passenger satisfaction, as Mick Jagger would have said. Alright, reverse. This is a funny noise it made. It obviously still had steam in the steam chest. That was something I learnt when I was driving yesterday, actually, is that I managed to avoid doing it, but I was about to do something that I really hadn't thought about because I had moved forward and then I was going to take off backwards, and I had not until I just thought about it, just as I started to wrench on the throttle going, I haven't let the steam out of the cylinders. It's going to try and go both directions at the same time because that's what steam trains do. Get up here and set these points wherever they are. I know there's some up here somewhere. And there's a water tower there as well. That might be a good spot. Now, let's set you up for silver. Still no tick all. Want a tick all. Silver, Dildo, Wilma, Witted, Ella, Rhizome, Hemingway. It's time for a war movie. Alarka. Almond. But we're at Nantahala, so we're not going to tick Nantahala. I suppose we could. Is there anybody dumb enough to get on to go to Nantahala? Could be. How many people are waiting at this little tiny station? How many people? 31 passengers at this little tiny station. What, have you been here for a week? Anyway, it's all good. So it was worth bringing 2 cars down here, because we're going to fill the bloody things, aren't we? I took that fusee out, didn't I? Good. Okay. Let's watch the little locomotive. How's your water? 2505. You know, following the old adage, never miss a chance to take water, we are going to. I can... Got badly placed trees, people. Badly placed trees. Good night, you Burke. Yes, the dealer will... Yes, screw you. Yep, that's pretty much it. You know, I didn't think it would be lucky enough to just stop in the right spot. Never does. Come on, you. Come on, you. Come on, you. Another chuff. Alright, there we go. It's interesting in these games, really, because you know how I took the throttle up to 45% then and then back again. The reality is that would go... None of this little bit of moving. It would just go, woof, I'm out of here. $9.31. Pretty low on the day. All right. Back we go then. And do we need to set some points before I go flying off into the wilderness? Yes, we do. Need to set them back this way. And we need to get that up too, or we're going to break it. Because our locomotive will hit it. Yeah, let's just go back for 20 cars. You won't make it far enough, but that's fine. You go do your thing, little Nantahala. Maybe I should name the locomotives after places on the route. But I could name them the Australian versions, like this one would be Nanny Haha. We could do this, you know. We could do this. Watching in the background, very good, Pug. Hope you've got something exciting to do. C says it's 2:05 a.m. and I'm still awake in your live. Ah. You're welcome to hang around as long as you want. How's things going with you, Michael? You made any progress? I know you're on the hunt. Do you reckon these are all loaded now? 8 passengers waiting. Oh, look at that. You know what we forgot to do? Copy. Now there won't be any passengers waiting. Look at that. They're getting on the train. They're all sitting there going, bastards. Why is this coach locked? Why won't they let us in? I hate this railway. Bonk. Alrighty. I think we can probably get the furlock out of here. I think. Yep. Now, we shouldn't have anything else heading past Alarka at this point, so it should be quite safe to send him out of here. Pax 1, forwards, road, 25 miles an hour, because I think it's 25 miles at this end of the line, I think. I think. Let's find a speed sign. No, it's 30. Off we go then. See you later, Pax. Now, I think there was another carriage somewhere that we had to pick up. Let's just grab the map back up. It was at another passenger station. There was another carriage. Almond, maybe. Let's just pop out to Almond. I think it was Almond. Yes, there you are. Yep, you have to go to the interchange. So, we will... Where's our passenger station at Almond? There it is. We will pop down a little flare about there so we don't forget. So we can pick up our little passengers from Almond. Alrighty, now let's get on with some of the other stuff. The hunt has hit a brick wall. That is unpleasant. Now we've left you alone for a long time. We haven't done new shunting. Throbber's approaching something. What is Throbber approaching? Oh, you've caught up with them. Okay, you're just going to have to wait. Sorry, Throbber. That's fine. We'll just leave you there until the... In fact, look what's coming round the corner. Is this timing or what? Good timing. Have you hunted anything, Michael, in different areas of work yet? Because I think that EFT end of the world's probably changed enough that... Which one are you? I've forgotten. You're General 2, aren't you? I think. Approaching. Yes. You're General 2. Okay. Still forwards. 10 cars. You down the hole again. Damn it. Don't do that. Almost disconnected the stream. Alright, let's pump those up. I want to pop down the back because there are some handbrakes on down here somewhere. Not that one. No, that one is. That one is. Probably that one. Alright, little General 2. Do your worst. Back you go. Don't couple up to Throbber when you're a little rolling back. There we go. He's going to do that no problem at all. We'll just leave him at 20. Now, those ones are going to Robinson Coal, but the rest are going to the junction. So we're going to want to get into that loop anyway. Yeah, that'll work. And we can just send Throbber up behind him. Oops. Run up the hill for. Now we'll just watch where all Throbber stuff's going. Throbber at his 932 tons is not having as much difficulty as the steam engine. Listen to that SD38 whine. Alarka Junction, Alarka Junction, Alarka Junction. Nantahala. Okay. So I think what we probably want to do is we'll stop Throbber outside where he's going. Nantahala track site. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I started building the line to Andrews. I don't know why I did that. But, you know. Don't know why I did that. It's the last milestone in track building. Alarka Junction. That's right, you're on the back, aren't you? So we've got a little bit of fiddling to do when we get up to Alarka. So we can leave those two at it for the moment. And there's PAX 2's down at a Fusee. General 1 is stopped somewhere. So where are you? What are you doing? You're there. That's fine. You can stay there for the moment. Let's do a little bit of mucking around with PAX 2, shall we? Who's sitting down here? Where's your train, PAX 2? Why are you here by yourself? What the? Where is your train? You left it behind, didn't you? Actually, no. I'm silly. His train's up there. That's right. We had to bring him here and send him back that way. Off you go. Nope, that wants to go to the interchange. Paperboard. Got a bit of mucking around to do here, so they go in there. They go in there as well. These all go in the powerhouse, so we'll deal with them last, I think. Powerhouse ones. So let's just whack on a handy brake, and we will disconnect the air while we're waiting. We've got to get you out of there, but we're not in a hurry to get you out at the moment. And is it all three need to come out of here? Of course not. It's not even worth waiting because, you know. Yeah, alright, we'll be doing some shoveling as usual. Alright. Do it, T-cars. I think he's closer than that actually by the sound of it. Prepare for bangage. Actually, should we... We're going to have to pull them all the way down here. No, we're not. Don't worry about it. I was thinking I might have a smarter way of doing it, but I don't really. Because this yard's so long and cumbersome that it's actually a bit useless. All right. Let's just go back into road mode. Just do 15 mile an hour. Come along, little sunshine. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Hello, PAX 2. What happened, PAX 2? Why are you bad? Hair's off. You're uncoupled. What are you mad at? You don't have air brakes. Right. Don't need air brakes, you know. Okay. Off you go. Thanks for deafening us, by the way. It was very good to have that happen when my ear was in your whistle. How much water was that? 3. What is that one up to? 7.1. So I'll just leave that for the moment because that one's ready to go. Oh no, we might get that out too. Here we go. Getting relatively close to the point that I will knock this stream on the head for the day. Even though we're not finished today in Railroader, I have come to the conclusion we never will on one stream unless I stream for about 10 hours, which isn't going to happen. Just kind of the way things are, really. This game does eat a lot of time because we've been going for just on 3 hours now. And we are, of course, only just at the first part of our day. We haven't even delivered much stuff yet. Oh, you want to go out too? All right, we'll get you out after we've done the powerhouse stuff. So I think we'll finish our switching here with number 2. So we'll get everything out of here that needs to go. We'll also take a drag down to the interchange and dump some stuff down there. And we will... Should I take it down there? I should take it back to Dillsborough and dump it there. Oh, no, I won't. Because while I could pretend we're a real railway and we're going to go and sort some cars, we're not, really. Because we don't actually care what happens with them on the interchange. John Hudson T. In the other game, I named my locos after Indian tribes. That'd be fair. I suppose there'd be a lot of tribes in the Appalachian area that you could use. Release. Not applied. Release. You need to be released. You need some air put through. Presses the wrong button. All right. Take you ahead. This is where we shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Because we've got 3 staying and 2 going, so we've got to deal with those. Back for 5. We'll dump off 40828. It's quite a hefty load to shunt with, 300 tons. Alright, that'll do for that one. Let's just get you unhooked. Not going to bother with a brake because this place is pretty flat. 5. That might be slightly foul, actually. Tis. Back we go. Stop now. Back for 2. We get onto here and bleed him. Should be able to give him a good shove. There we go. Alright, now he's not foul anymore. Or is he? Is he still foul? Yeah, he's a little bit foul. Let's go back for another half. This game doesn't always actually care if you foul, but sometimes it does. Have I had a go on the expert train? Well, you know, we're not entirely out of testing things. Right, now let's go forwards again. Whoa. And let's shovel that right back to the end. Actually, do I want to shove it all right back to the end? Interesting question. I'm going to shove it right to the back just because it's a short siding and I have to pull most of it out again pretty much straight away. But we'll just let it run this up to the end because that one's staying. It would be more efficient if you just pushed that one car in, came out, unhooked that one, and then pushed the others back in again, but this will do fine. Lead. So now we're going to get that car that's not staying out of there and hook it onto this one. May as well fish that one out while we're here as well. Back we go. Daniel says he's regularly asleep before the live starts. Nothing around at this point, Michael. Keep hunting. Even if it's things like working in a fuel station or something like that. Bonk and couple. Let's go back 2 more so we're not foul. Yeah, there's no reason not to wait for a sale. It's not as though you're going to miss anything. I always counsel that. So if you can handle the FOMO, if it's not an issue for you, then man, by all means wait for sales, because they come quite often on PC, less so on the consoles, but they do happen. So it's a good strategy. Let's shove these all the way to the back of that siding. Funny how the sunlight's so bright, the siding goes away on that building. No more shadows. It's still got the lines, but no shadows. Strange. I may as well put the air through. And we'll whack on that handbrake and get you off. Now before we put this full set together, we'll just go and fish these out and put them on there. Any others need to come out soon? No. 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 What I'm looking at is whether they're loading or unloading, how much they've got left. So the only one that's going to be close is that lime car, and that probably won't be for a few days. Let's get you for another 10. Actually thinking about it. It's fine. I was just thinking I actually need to put those in here because I need to get them out of the way. But why shunt with 10 cars? I'll go get this one out and put them together and put the whole set back in here. Because I have to run around the power cars because I need to be on the top end of them. And once we finish doing the monkeying around here at Silver, that will be the end of the stream for today. And then I'll go do some exciting things like prune some trees and mow some grass. Doesn't get better than that, really. And we've only got one handbrake on this end one, I think. Get you out of there. There's a lot of different choices how you could do this move too, because you want that car out and that one in. So you could put one of them in there and do a bit more running around and a bit more and a bit more. But may as well do it this way. And just to save mucking around, I'm going to shove these 3 cars over into here. It's just quicker than coming to put them down there. And then I'll put that one back there. Not actually sure if I put the air through on those. I didn't. I need a bit more than 5, but it'll be all right. It is all about trying to minimise the moves. Now, just while that's happening, what's General 1 doing? You're stopped there. That's good for you. General 2. You are stopped up here at the junction, which is fine. I actually wanted you not quite as far around as that, but that's fine. And of course, Throbber coming behind you. Can we pull Throbber forward enough to get everything in? Probably not, so... but we can get to that. Okay. And that's for Alarka Junction as well. It's a bit messy up here. We'll just leave these alone for the moment. So let's just set you to stop. Throbber, I think I actually want you to back up and get out of my way a little bit, because you came up. You're not really useful to me there. So I think Throbber, let's just send you back a little ways, but not far. I'll just send you down here out of the way and deal with one train at a time, so that will be a lot easier. And Pax 1 is at a fusee. Oh yes, we have to do a little shunting here, so you can just stay there, Pax 1, and we will. Everybody's safe, so we'll just leave you stopped. And we'll come back to Pax 2, which is where we want to be, and we will finish down here. That didn't hook up, which is good. That's what we wanted. So let's put on a handy brake. Unglad the glads. And go forward 10 cars. And we'll shove that car back where it belongs. And then we can deal with the ones that need to go to the power and this one. So we've got all our interchange cars in the same place now, so they're just neat and tidy. Five. Another 5. It's usually when nothing's moving, it can count. But when things are moving, it cannot count. Finish that one. Back you go. Actually need something a little heavier duty than Pax 2 to do the logging work, but Pax 2 can get the empty cars out. When we finish this. Really? Just when you change directions on it and it's partway through working an order, it just keeps the number of things you wanted to do, but it goes the other way. It's interesting the way that works. The clouds are still a bit manky, I see. Actually, no, they're just too bright. Got train sim world trouble. It's too bright. All right, back you go. 20 cars. C says, oh yeah, they're definitely, yeah, the doors that open with different timings. Yes, it is quite cute. I didn't actually know that was part of the design, and I have to admit, I raised a button. So they open at funny times, and they went, duh. It's like, okay, clearly I'm not in the know here. Metal can last as long as we humans can. I'm tipping longer. Come on, couple more. Couple more. Alright, we should be able to flip that now. Forwards. 10 cars. I'll do something exciting like go and hang out some washing because it's actually sunny. Won't that be exciting? I can't think of anything better, can you? Whee. Come on, little locomotive. Shouldn't really release the handbrake before you get there. You know. Oh, it's okay. Alright. We got any other handbrakes on this one? We do somewhere. Must be the end one. Yep. Alright. 20 cars down the road you go. And I think we'll have to go down here and set some points. We will. What do our far points look like? They are far queued. Very good. It is a bit of a chilled game, see? And one of the areas where multiplayer would come in fairly handy, which is interesting because, you know, I haven't really built up a multiplayer community for this thing. We should probably go into road mode, really, for this bit. It would be kind of handy to do all these switching jobs, because I just leave them and come and do one and then go and do another one, because, I mean, I could run away while this was happening, for example, and go and do the next one, but it would be handy if I had a team of people who had the game who could do switching jobs, who love doing switching. Because the trains pretty much get themselves to where they're going. You don't have to worry too much about that. But at the moment, everything happens sequentially, which means that it's much slower than a real rail job. Just got to make sure we're going to go up everywhere. Looks like it, so we'll just take this one to the end of the track. Let him come up. Bring some coal up to our power station. Oh, there he is. Long way away. Yeah, I think it'd be good to see. And then you'll be able to join in if you desire to. If you'd like to do some switching jobs, because there's always plenty of them to do. Of course, you can do some mainline runs as well to get your train to the point where it actually needs to be switched. And then I might actually have to buy signals because, you know, when you have one person running the railway, as long as you remember where things are, it's all good. There are no issues. Because at the moment, with just me playing, we're at the point that a day takes about 3 days to actually play out. And I can't run in fast time because I run out of the day and I don't deliver things on time then. Alright, back you go. No, I don't think anything around there needed to go. No, they're fine. It's just this guy down here. So we'll go and get him out. We've made some cash, but I've got a big loan payment coming up, so I'll have to hang on to the cashola. Get him on his way down to here. This is an interchange one. It needs to come out. I've agreed yesterday to exhibit a Lego layout at Brickvention. Got to finish putting my application form in too because they've got to be in by today. Alright, let's get you on to yard mode, 20 cars. I can't even remember when we put this boxcar in here. It was so long ago. It's a very slow mover, clearly. What's happening there? Oh, they are hooking up. It just wasn't drawing them. Okay. Back you come. How are you holding out? Coal and water are both good. We'll get you more before you go from Dillsborough anyway. It'll be fine. Excuse me. Now the question is, while I'm over this side, do I go and deal with this crap and do our shunting for it and take them up to the yard? May as well, I think. Since we're here, may as well do that. Any of that stuff need to go yet? No. Oh, that one's about to go, the sugar one. That'll probably go today, so it's worth doing this little bit of shunting because it might actually happen while I'm doing the shunting and then I can get it out. So while that's coming running down here, we want everybody set. Yes, we're good. And I'll just take them back up to the yard. Have a good one, Michael. I hope the quest goes better. Remember to search broad and wide. You're another one that might be interested in this if you've actually got Railroad. You might be interested in joining in, should you care to. If you don't have it, please don't go out and buy it. So what I'm going to do is come and pick up these 3 cars that are still loaded, or at least partially. And I'm going to put them over here and then pull the empties out and do the same with these. Put the empties back in, put the full ones back in again. And they're going to P2, P3, P4, P3, P4. P3, P4, P3, P4. Mostly they're going to the same place. That's handy. All right. 10. And it might seem funny to do this with another car on the end, but it doesn't really matter. And these funny little stub yards, well, I don't know for sure. I would imagine this is how they worked. Blonkage. All right, reverse. 20 probably. Oh, actually, what do I want to do? Yeah, it'll do. That'll work fine. That will work fine. I was going to pull the full ones off and then put the empty ones in, but no, I don't need to do that. I can just do it this way around. That's fine. And stoppage. And reversage. Just check where they are all going. I don't really want that P2 one sitting in the middle, but I know how I'll do it. Alright, we'll do some stoppage there. And some unhookage. Some unglad handleage. Some uncouplage. And go forward about 5. We'll just push these ones back to the end of the track and leave them there. It'll be annoying later, but that's all right. Just let him take them right to the end. And prepare for unhookage. Alright, unhook. Send him the other way. Pop on a handy brake. Now I'm actually going to use these cars to pull these ones out because these empties and those 4 need to go to the same place, but that one actually goes somewhere different. So I don't want it sitting in the middle because that would just be a pain in the butt. Couple more. Back we come. Alright, let's take you forward 20. Because we're going to get to this other siding. There's no reason to change that switch. I'll just leave it set that way. All right. You can do some stoppage. And some throwage. Some reversage. Back you come. Put those up. Just about done here at silver. We've got a break somewhere right in the middle. Somewhere annoying. What is it? Not you, it's not you, it's not you. It's a handbrake in this set somewhere. Maybe it's the first one. It is the first one, donkey. Okay. Oh, yeah, 20. Get the whole lot out and shove the empties over into that track over there. Put the other ones on top of them, and then we'll be good. X2 using a super short cutoff there suggests it's working very, very hard. So I'll only have about probably 10 more minutes on this stream, I think, and then we'll call it quits for today. Now, to avoid Railroader becoming all-consuming, what I have decided to do with it is, for the most part, I will run it about once a month on stream, just to make sure we get coverage for other things as well. Because we don't want to be playing the same game all the time, because it gets to be a little bit like a lifestyle, or potentially even like a job, but no one's paying you. Because running a railway is a job. And I've got plenty of other stuff to do, so I don't want to get bogged down doing railroader all the time. And that's what was happening before I went on my holiday to Britain. It was just becoming railroader, railroader, railroader. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen again. I want to make sure there's plenty of variety coming through the channel. We're going to need a couple more, I think, just to make sure that's not foul. That'll do. Pop that off. And go ahead about 5. Bit more. So I'm going to just not clear it. Isn't that annoying? Alright, back we come. I'll take that all the way to end of track. Poor little Pax 2. I really do need to get a bigger engine, but what I want to do is get rid of that loan and save up enough for another diesel. Because while I like the big steam engines, the reality is the diesels is better for the running a railroad, and that's why I play this, is for running a railroad. We've also got Century of Steam, which I kind of think is probably verging on being ready to come out. So, we'll see. Because I think that'll be a fun game too. It looks like it's got the potential to be very realistic. Alrighty. 10, so we can go get the rest of those empties. Let's put on a handbrake. Now they will continue to unload throughout the day, which will be fine. Now after I quit streaming, I will get the silver interchange cars down there, and I'll get these back up to the Dillsbury yard just to be where they need to be. Bit more, little mate. Come on, you can do it. Call that a safety stop. Significant bonkage. All right, let's go back into road. Get you out of here. Now I am going to need to run around that boxcar at some point. Get him on the other end. Not sure if I should do that over here or do it over here in the long siding, but let's see if they fit here. I think they might, you know. Yeah, I think they are going to fit here. Let's just stop him there. And hope I don't drag him too far forwards. No, that's fine. So I want to get the boxcar onto this end of the train so I can just punch them up there and pull out the interchange cars with it. Or put that on top of those interchange cars to be ready to take the others up. Whereas at the moment I can't do that. Bonk that on the back of the set. And then we'll put the loco back on the front, which sounds unintuitive, but that's where I need it. Pull these up. Now that one's going to be on the back. I'm not actually going to bother putting the air through because I don't care. Just wait for it to release the brakes, which it will have by now. Let me unhook it. And we are almost done here at silver, and that'll be it for today. We come good yet? Oh, it's close. It's going to happen. It's come down from 1.7 to 1.1. But no, that's fine. If I put it on double time, it would, but couldn't be bothered. Back we go. I'm basically going to push the whole setup here. So I want to put that there. Because I want to put that car that needs to go to the interchange on top of this set. And then the other ones can all go up to Dillsborough. And they can get pushed up to Dillsborough as well, which will be fine. We'll just propel them up there. You guys are welcome to watch me do that if you want to, but you certainly don't have to, because we're not going to do anything else particularly interesting today, because I'm just leaving all the other stuff where it is for the moment. Let's do all this in road mode, actually. I may come back and put a little bit more time into this tonight. And depending on what the family's doing, I may record it for a video. But if they're doing anything interesting, I will not. One of those moves where you take it towards the interchange where it's going and then you stop, take it back the other way, because you have to. We go. Last couple of moves of the stream, we'll just put this boxcar in the siding with the other things going to the interchange and get it hooked up. And then we'll pull forward again and then propel these cars up to Dillsborough and pop them in the yard where they can sit. Because there's still plenty of logs over there. I mean, I need to get these up there and do, but I'll see what else we're doing with Little Packs 2, because Little Packs 2 really needs to go to Bryson. Well, actually, it might as well take those cars with it then, because Pax 2 needs to get up to Bryson to run the second passenger carriage. Because my plan is to have them crossing. In fact, given where Pax 1 is at the moment, that might be a good opportunity to do that. I may even do that thing I sometimes do and leave the game running while I go to something else like mow the grass and just let it get trains to the right place. Alright, let's go back on to yard mode and keep going for 10 more cars. Which unfortunately she stopped, so now she has to work hard because she chucked away all of her momentum. Going for the couple. Now we'll put the air through on this one because it hasn't actually got the air through at the other end. So I don't care. Go 10 because we need to go a fair way to clear the points. So that means everything that needs to go to the interchange is now sitting in that siding. I could take it there now, but I'm not going to bother because it doesn't need to be there until 6 AM the next day. So why make the special run and consume all that time when sooner or later we'll be back here with a bigger train that will need to go in there anyway, and we can just hook that on the back and give it a good shove. All right, let's put you back into road. Let's take you back up and we'll run up to Dillsborough on the map. Just plonk that into the siding over here. We'll put it in the smallest one. And it can just sit in there for the rest of the day. Actually, no, let's actually take it. Yeah, I'll send it up. Because I need to take these logging cars up anyway, so it's fine. But that'll be it for the stream for today as we go out on a whistle with our little engine. So thanks for taking part, folks. Thanks for joining in the chat all morning. It was quite a hectic chat actually. It's only calmed down just recently, and yeah, it's been a good morning. So lots of stuff achieved in the game. Man, my microphone's up high. Ooh, I hope that hasn't been clipping. But anyway, all good. So have fun, and we shall see you for the next one. Let's check the date. I think the next one will be if I can master it well enough to explain what I'm doing to people, the next one will be the Expert 101. I'm not 100% sure I'm actually going to stream it, so we'll see. And we will indeed see how he goes. So let's let him wander off into the sunrise, because it's not sunset today, because we're not playing for 10 hours. And have a lovely time, folks. Thank you very much for joining in and watching. And that will be it for today, as our little cat says goodbye. So enjoy yourselves and see you later. See you on the next stream. Bye.